A man can succeed at almost anything for which he has unlimited enthusiasm. Charles Schwab. Gosh, I think that defines me and charting the markets. I love this. My enthusiasm is unlimited. It is so fascinating. Pitting yourself against everyone else each and every day, looking for the market direction, the direction of your index that you're trading, the stock, the ETF, whatever it is indeed fascinating. And I hope that I help many of you grab that enthusiasm and hold on to it. And don't forget, once you master these markets, the world is your oyster. Early retirement, ideas about the future, you name it, making your money grow. We are not a stock calling service. We're an education firm. We want you to practice trade with us. Prove it to yourself. Please don't use any real dollars until you master these charting techniques, and add with what we teach you everything you learn from everywhere else, your common sense, your practice. I find that everyone adopts their own special way of doing everything, and you only adopt that by mastering it. Every master has his own specialized technique. It might not be a lot different from what we do, but you will individualize it to yourself in the end. Let's jump into these charts. This is a day where almost everything's down. Gold up just a little bit. Let's look at where we are on the S&P 500. We've talked about the potential for a top here, for a ceiling, and we see things butting up against it today. We look at the new candle. We have, things are moving up. Candle smaller. It is going a little higher than last week, and you can see that wick penetrating a little bit where the high was before. Well, in fact, there was a little bit above that one too, if you look. I have to move to the side because we get these dashes, but it looks like here on the week beginning the 15th, well, you know what? I was looking at the wrong thing. I had this over the top of it. Looks like it did stop there. And looks like we haven't penetrated it. See, that's where that little dash here can really confuse you. I wish there was a way that we could keep the dashes away from the candles because it adds to the wick at times. But yes, we have just driven right up to it. So we'll see as the week goes along. You can see as far as the volume goes, this is the Friday, Monday candle. We didn't reach average volume this week, starting off with just a little volume. You can see below average both in the morning and in the afternoon. In the morning, things popped up and then bled off in the afternoon. So we shall see as we approach the previous high if the market's going to be able to push through it or if it's going to die on it. Now, the NASDAQ down even more, 0.97%, so almost a full percent. And we can see again, you can see that, well, check this out. We have red volume. That means the market opened lower than the prior close. But again, we do see ourselves trying to move up. We will keep an eye on it, not reaching anywhere near the higher high, and we've got a long way to get to that prior high. You can see lots of volume on the 2-day candle. And what do we end up with? We ended up with a little bit of a spinning top there. Again, that latest 2-day candle not reaching the higher high. That is the Friday, Monday. And you can see since Thursday afternoon where the NASDAQ has been pulling back and going down. So we will keep an eye on things. It's just the first day. We have more days this week, and we will continue to chart what's going on. What do we see happening with 20-year U.S. government bonds? Again, we see a wick pushing through that prior high. We go all the way back here to December the 26th. Now, we've seen the wick penetrate it before. We haven't had a candle go through it yet, but it looks like we're getting close. But bonds are down a little bit for the day. You can see where they popped up in the morning on the half-day chart, bled some of that off in the afternoon. See where the candle size is reduced on the 2-day and, of course, on this weekly too. So we'll see how the week continues to move. Is the market going to get some kick in the backside and push itself up further, or are things going to hit some of these potential ceilings like here on the S&P and on bonds and roll over and move down? Now, gold It's our only up for the day, not up a lot, 0.32%, but moving in the right direction. The high last week was 234.01. This week, 233.51 on Monday, so not moving to a higher high. You can see with the green volume, it did open higher than the prior close. You can see here on the 2-day chart that finished drawing today that we didn't reach the high that was reached last week back on the Monday-Tuesday candle, the 19th and 20th of last week. Up in the morning, pulling back some in the afternoon. Again, though, an up day for gold, the only up we see. Bitcoin pulling back a little bit. We can see where things, up in the morning, but not enough in the afternoon to end up being up for the day, down 0.49% with our Heiken Ashi candlesticks. We're trying to draw some type of trend line here to see if indeed things are turning around. We didn't have any volume to help us out here. Again, first day of the latest 2-day candle, but the Heiken Ashi candlesticks are giving us a reading on where they are showing us that average pace is going, and that is up. That is where we are, folks, as we end a lackluster Monday. We will see how the next 4 days go. We'll be here with you every step of the way. We always love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.